This is the third progress report on the F-14 program, and I am Rear Admiral Swoos Sneed, the Navy's F-14 project manager. This film covers events from March to October of 1972, including the second Navy preliminary evaluation. On the ground, fatigue testing continues with over 2,000 equivalent flight hours of test loading completed. "500 test drops, some from nearly 12 feet high at sink rates of over 25 feet per second, with instrumented dummy, qualified the airframe for the next test phase. This next flight test phase commenced in June at the Naval Air Test Center at Patuxent River, Maryland. With number 10 as the test aircraft, the complete steam ingestion system was checked in one day. 65 catapult launches, 46 arrested landings, and numerous touch and goes were performed by both Navy and Grumman pilots. These were done at various weights, CGs, store loadings, and wind over deck. Completion of this program verified that the F-14 was ready to try its sea legs. Coming aboard the USS Forrestal at approach speeds of less than 120 knots, comparable to the A-6 Intruder, number 10 made the first carrier landing in late June with Lieutenant Commander M. Brown in the pilot's seat, a full year ahead of previous fighter developments, and made itself right at home. During this one-day operation, 2 catapults, 2 arrestments, and 13 touch and goes were performed. At fighter design takeoff gross weights, or with a load of Phoenix for combat air patrol missions, the F-14 can be launched at military power. No afterburner is needed. The AUG-9 radar, in combination with Phoenix missiles, reached a milestone in August at Point Mugu, California. As part of the expanded weapons system testing, 2 Phoenix missiles were fired at 2 long-range live targets from aircraft number 9. This dual firing, shown in slow motion, followed a successful single launch of a Phoenix missile against a simulated Foxbat-type interceptor. AUG-9 system operation for these events was perfect. Pacing the firing of missiles against target drones at Point Mugu, F-14 number 6 continued a series of Sparrow firings demonstrating airframe compatibility with another fleet weapon. 16 separations and launches were made during these tests. The close-in air combat Sidewinder was also successfully demonstrated. Navy preliminary evaluation number 2, a major milestone, took place on both the east and west coasts simultaneously. At Point Mugu, Commander Frank Schluntz led a team of 10 men. This NPE revealed outstanding capability of the navigation and weapon control systems. The AUG-9 attained repeated radar lock-ons in both long-range and dogfight modes in a dynamic environment. Computer operation was near perfect. Over a 4-week period, numbers 5 and 9 logged over 100 hours in 37 flights. To date, nearly half of the total flight test hours have been devoted to weapons system test. Back on the East Coast at Calverton, New York, the NPE team was led by Commander George White. 2 participating airplanes, numbers 2 and 8, were used to evaluate low-speed characteristics, combat performance, engine performance, and gun operation. Engine compressor instability corrective measures, an outgrowth of NPE-1 evaluation, proved to be highly successful. During a 3-week period, over 77 hours were logged in 35 flights. With a combined east-west total of 178 flight hours achieved and a great deal of data accumulated, NPE-2 goes on record as being one of the most extensive and productive ever. Filmed at 10 times normal speed, the M61 Gatling gun, an impressive dogfighting weapon, demonstrated its 6,000 round per minute capability throughout the entire F-14 flight envelope. During firing, gun gases are deflected away from the engine air inlet. F-14 production at Bethpage, New York continues with a new forward subassembly being completed every 9 days. The production rate is now being increased to 4 aircraft per month. 36 aircraft, including those completed and flying, are in the production flow. The first prototype F-14B fuselage, which will feature advanced technology engines with increased thrust, is now joined and in the system's installation stage. Closed-circuit television provided a new tool and a close-up look for the 150 Navy participants at the Modified Maintenance Engineering Inspection held at Calverton in June. Designed to demonstrate F-14 maintenance, servicing, and inspection procedures, the MMEI also takes a close look at the resources required to perform these functions, a necessary step prior to Board of Inspection and Survey trials in early 1973. All MMEI objectives were met, with AUG-9, hydraulics, and power plant maintainability singled out for special praise. August saw number 13 enter the world's largest shielded anechoic chamber at Calverton, New York for electromagnetic compatibility and radar hazards tests. The 6,500 electrical and electronic subsystems tests required will be completed in December 1972. With high altitude performance and combat ceiling parameters as their main goal, a Grumman test crew started the program in aircraft number 8 by checking aircraft control and pressure suit compatibility. In the first of a series of high altitude flights, number 8 achieved an altitude of 56,000 feet. Engine performance and aircraft handling qualities were excellent at high altitudes. This same aircraft demonstrated a full thrust Zone 5 afterburner takeoff using only 1,100 feet of runway at a takeoff weight of approximately 55,000 pounds. Aircraft number 15 made its first flight in August and was delivered to the Navy in September. It was the first production model to contractually become Navy custody and represents a major milestone in program progress. Assigned to the Naval Air Test Center at Patuxent River, Maryland, number 15 will be used by all Navy crews for weapons system test and evaluation. Number 18, shown here getting ready for first flight, is the first aircraft to be used for flight and maintenance crew indoctrination. This Tomcat is assigned to the F-14 Training Squadron, VF-124, at the Naval Air Station, Miramar, California. With over 1,500 hours logged and more than 750 flights, the F-14 flight test program is moving at a rapid pace. Aircraft coming off the line will join number 18 Tomcat at VF-124 at Miramar. With more and more aircraft joining flight status, the F-14 program is looking forward to its next major milestones, NPE 3 in December and BIS trials early next year.